माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपीजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय जय यशोदनन्दन जय व्रजजनरञ्जन जय व्रजजनरञ्जन जय जय यमुनतीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय यमुनतीरावनचारी जय कुंज विहारी जय जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय गोपीजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय जय यशोदनन्दन जय व्रजजनरञ्जन जय व्रजजनरञ्जन जय जय यमुनतीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जय श्री श्री बलराम पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की ग्रंथ राशि श्रीमद्भागवतम की शील प्रभुपाद की शील गुरुदेव की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, Hari Bo, Jai Ho. So nice to see you, Karnataka Prabhuji. Looking forward to seeing all the Maharathis here and Vaikunta Priya Darshanam. All the wonderful devotees here on a most glorious occasion of Balaram Poornima. Jai Nata Prabhu. The best thing about BCEC is that everybody is naturally smiling. The natural laugh. There is no krutrim smile. The more we have natural smile, it means that more we are absorbed in the mercy of swimming in the mercy ocean of mercy of Shri Krishna Balaram. One more Rati has come here, Maharati. Anupam Prabhu ki jai. It's so nice to see each one of you, because without devotees, Krishna consciousness is stale. That is why Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, everybody, they are all praying for Sangha, devotees Sangha. In fact, there is a beautiful shloka in Bhagavatam where our spiritual master, His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, told us that that was the shloka which inspired Prabhupada to start the Hare Krishna movement. It's a very beautiful shloka, But just by looking at it, you will not think so how it would have inspired. But after the Mangalacharan, you will try to see what it says, So we'll say the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashta Prayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyahe Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkrupa Tamaham Mande Shri Gurun Dinataharinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram नमो ओम विष्णुपद विष्णुपृष्ठा भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी पिचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात दक्षतारिणी. So if I don't, I was, this is the verse up there, 10th canto, 78th chapter, right? Okay. So the other verse which I was telling you, that inspired Prabhupada to start the ISKCON movement, Hare Krishna movement, if it comes in the flow of our discussion, we will meditate on it. If not, you remind me at the end of the thing, because, you don't go by a plan, Krishna has to work it out, right? So this particular shloka will start off with, because today is Balaram Jayanti, we will, go ahead with our meditating and glorifying Lord Shri Balaram. And as in the flow of our discussion, if it comes, it's good. Otherwise, one of you just raise your hand and tell me. It's a very beautiful verse. So this sloka we will recite now. 10th canto, 78th chapter, verse number 25 and 26. Risher Bhagavato Bhutva Shishyodhitya Bahuni Cha Setihasa Puranani Dharma Shastrani Sarvashaha Adantasya Vinitasya Vritha Pandita Maninaha Na Gunaya Bhavanti Sma Natasyeva Jitatmanaha Risher Bhagavato Bhutva Shishyodhitya Bahuni Cha Setihasa Puranani Dharma Shastrani Sarvashaha Adantasya Vinitasya Vritha Pandita Maninaha Na Gunaya Bhavanti Sma Natasyeva Jitatmanaha. Prabhu. Bhagavato Bhutva Shishodhitya Bahuni Cha Setihasa Puranani Dharma Shastrani Sarvashaha Vinitasya Na Gunaya Bhavanti Sma Natasyeva Jitatmanaha. Risher Bhagavato Bhutva Shishyodhitya Bahuni Cha Jetihasa Puranani Dharma Shastrani Sarvashaha Adantasya Vinitasya. English or Hindi? English or Hindi? Jitatmanaha. Risher Bhagavato Bhutva Sishodhitya Bahuni Cha Setihasa Puranani Dharma Shastrani Sarvashaha Adantasya Vinitasya Vrita Pandita Maninaha Na Gunaya Bhavanti Sma Natasyeva Jitatmanaha. Mataji. Risher Bhagavato Bhutva शिष्योदीत्य बहूनि च सेतिहासपुराणानि धर्मशास्त्राणि सर्वशः अदान्तस्य विनीतस्य वृथा पण्डितमानिनः न गुणाय भवन्ति स्म नटस्येवाजितात्मनः ऋषेर्भगवतो भूत्वा शिष्योधीत्य बहूनि च सेतिहासपुराणानि धर्मशास्त्राणि सर्वशः अदान्तस्य विनीतस्य वृथा पण्डितमानिनः न गुणाय भवन्ति स्म नटस्येवाजितात्मनः ऋषेर्भगवतो भूत्वा शिष्योदीत्य बहूनि च सेतिहासपुराणानि धर्मशास्त्राणि सर्वशः अदान्तस्य विनीतस्य वृथा पण्डितमानिनः न गुणाय भवन्ति स्म नटस्येवाजितात्मनः ऋषेः of the sage Vyasadeva, Bhagavataha, the incarnation of Godhead, Bhutva, becoming Shishyaha, a disciple, Adhitya, studying, Bahuni, many, Cha, and Sa, together with Itihasa, epic histories, Puranani, and Puranas, Dharma Shastrani, the scriptures describing the religious duties of man, Sarvashaha, fully, Adantasya, for him who is not self-controlled, Avinitasya, not humble, Vritha, vainly, Pandita, a scholarly authority, Maninaha, thinking himself, Na Gunaya, not leading to good qualities, Bhavanti Sma, they have become, Natasya, of a stage performer, Iva, like, Ajita, unconquered, Atmanaha, whose mind. Translation and purport, please hear. Although, please, translation is not there? There. Although he is a disciple of the divine sage Vyasa and has thoroughly learned many scriptures from him, including the law books of religious duties and the epic histories and Puranas, all this study has not produced good qualities in him. Rather, his study of the scriptures is like an actor studying his part, for he is not self-controlled or humble and vainly presumes himself a scholarly authority, though he has failed to conquer his own mind. Purport. One might argue that Romaharshana committed an innocent mistake when he failed to recognize Lord Balaram, but such an argument is refuted here by Lord Balaram's strong criticism. Jai Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, this is Balaram's appearance day. Many leelas that the Lord has performed. Right? We all know he is the first expansion of the Supreme Lord, and he is the Adi Guru too, the original Guru of all Gurus. And he is teaching all of us in various ways how to serve Krishna. And he is the best personality to take inspiration for service. Because the first and foremost thing is that he is a servant in all respects. We say different devotees perform seva in different rasas. But Balaram, he is not satisfied with only one rasa. So he serves in all rasas. Right? As Ananta Shesh and Sheshnag, he serves as in the Shanta rasa and Dasya rasa. Like now, see, we have all these altar, these carpets, this whole building, everything is expansion of Baldev. The Mridanga is expansion of Baldev in Ananta Shesh form. Right? So whenever we deal with all these things, we should remember we are actually stepping on Baldev, sitting on this Vyasas and this TV, everything. Anything that is not able to speak, right? That is not able to speak. They are all actually Lord Balaram's expansion in the Shantaras and Dasyaras. He is expanding himself in these forms. So we should never, this is where we actually appreciate, this is how we appreciate the presence of the Lord in every single item. Right? Krishna is present everywhere. And when we don't appreciate it, see, someone who loves playing mridanga, right? He will take care of the mridanga very nicely. Right? He will make sure the sound is coming all right. You have kept it nicely on a support and then covered it nicely. Right? If someone who doesn't care, it is just some piece of thing, whatever that wood or whatever that is made of, fiber or whatever it is made of, then he will not respect it, it will break and he will not even care. And he will say, one mridanga is over, throw it away, get another mridanga from Mayapur. So that is way of disrespecting or insulting Balaram, Krishna's expansion, the original expansion himself. So if you take care of everything around us properly, they all take care of us properly. In fact, Maharaj used to tell us that everything around us speaks to us. Everything, not just people or the animals. Everything around us speaks to us. We should have the ears to hear it. That's all is important. Suppose there is some little dust in this wooden piece and you see there it speaks to you, clean me. And then you go and clean it. If you don't have the ears, you are deaf to that words, you will not say, someone else will come and clean it. We don't care. You don't even see that dust. What will happen is it will speak for the first 1-2 times. After that, it will stop speaking. At home also, we have all these various items. No, you will just put some cloths in a corner, crush and throw it. It's used, so throw it and dump it. First time it will say, please arrange me properly, or clean me, and wash me and put it properly, or fold properly and keep it. It will speak to the mind, but your mind will not listen. Then after some time, what will happen? You will just, next time I go, it will speak, I will again stop listening to it. Third time it will stop speaking. Like we also tell once, twice, thrice, if people don't listen, we stop telling. No, like that they also. After that what will happen? You will get used to that crushed cloth in that corner. Right? But what happens is the mind will be continuously disturbed. Because we have not taken care of that energy of Krishna properly. When the water comes also, first what we do, we just put it on our head and then drink. Then that whatever way it speaks to us, we reciprocate, whatever way we receive, it reciprocates accordingly. So this is how we are doing violence to all the items around us, not just people, but anything, non-living entities also. We just push it aside, break things, or not take care of properly. Here it is all very clean, so I am not able to show any example here. But if you go to some different places, it will be just dusty and things will not be kept in the right place. Once the job is over, you take Tulsi. Once the Tulsi puja is over, you take Tulsi and keep it in sun and water and just leave her there. So tomorrow if someone else comes also, they will know where the Tulsi is. One day you keep here, one day you keep there, and then during Tulsi puja, you are running around for where is Tulsi. She also speaks to you. Come on, keep me in the right place. I cannot move on my own. You have to move me, so you please keep me there. So this is how everything around us, Every entity, not just living entity, every entity around us speaks to us. Bhagavatam speaks to us. That cupboard is there, he says, please take me and read. No, I have too many things to do. Next time, again, can you please read, at least Prabhupada has written it so carefully, so meticulously. Yesterday only I told you, no, I don't have time. Come on. Third time he will stop speaking. And then when somebody stops speaking, the relationship breaks, correct? Right? When somebody stops speaking, we don't also speak, they also don't speak, and we stop remembering them. When we speak with each other, hey, Hare Krishna Prabhu, how are you? What happened to your thing yesterday? Oh, he remembers my problem I told yesterday. So he will like to tell next time. So there is a relationship. With our Prabhupada's books also, if you don't open and read, then the relationship stops. We won't even go and touch it. We will say, to all others you will tell in our Vitaran whatever, if you touch this one book, Prabhupada said, you will get purified. What stops us from touching and opening after years also? So this is the thing with Balaramji, when he serves Krishna, he starts off from the Shantaras, Dasiras, in that form he serves. And many times, even as Balaram, when they go around, he presses the legs of Krishna, massages. Krishna also massages Balaram. So that is how the relationship continues. And we serve, we have an exchange of things. So for serving starts with hearing what they speak. So everything around us speaks to us means we have to learn to hear them, what they speak. It's a very subtle message. This is Bhagavatam principle, that we have to learn to hear everything that around us speaks to us. Sometimes people speak through silence. Through silence they speak more. At home also, when our family people, they stop speaking to us, it means they speak much more than what they are going to speak. Isn't it? Devotees also, when they start speaking, they say that I don't think you have the ears to hear me. That is why I am stopping speaking to you. But I can go and speak to someone else. I don't think you have a heart to understand my feelings. That is why I am not speaking. So Balaramji, in all these forms, he is speaking to us, but he is so patient with us that even though we are not hearing, still he is trying to speak. Right? So we have to understand. All these are Balaram's expansion. Next comes, after Dasya, what comes? Sakya. Sakya is the rasa in which Balaramji spends maximum of his time. Because he's always in the Gopas thing, he's enjoying the Gopas association, all that. Right? So when Krishna goes, Balaram also goes, they all have nice time together. We know how they all enjoy their life, no? We also, when we go out on book distribution or Nagar Sankirtan, today I was just starting from Kunjubihari temple to come here, Radheshyam Prabhu was taking a big group of devotees so joyfully dancing in the streets when doing Harinam Sankirtan. So when we go out in a group doing all these things, it's as good as going with Krishna to graze the cows, right? Cows and calves. So all these people are the cows and calves around. Those are out there in the streets, no? They won't listen to us. We have to sometimes meet stick or Harinam Sankirtan, right? So, but you chant the holy names, they become attracted. They look at you, hey, what is this? What is that? So this is one way of Sakya. But Sakya Bhava is a very, very vast rasa in which Balaramji is expanding himself in so many different ways. Actually, Sakya Bhava, Prabhupada writes, is the bhav in which preaching is done. And especially spiritual masters almost always they stay in that platform. And beautifully he expresses that in the purports in the Puranjana story we just read last week. It was so amazing. Why Sakya Rasa while preaching, while distributing Krishna consciousness to others? Why can't something else? This we will get the connection from this verse 7, 5, 23, 24, 25, that Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. You have that, na? Padasevanam, that's one. In that, Prabhupada has written one full paragraph on Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati's commentary on that verse. Just one paragraph. I will read it out for you. 7, 5. This is how you should meditate on Prabhupada's words, Then you will understand what is Sakya Bhav. Sakya Bhav is not only just putting your hand on his shoulder and moving around and all that. No. This is most important thing we have to understand. Sakya Bhav means preaching in that mode. See this verse, this particular purport, paragraph. It's the longest purport in the entire Bhagavatam, by the way. 7, 5, what is that? 23, 24, no? 23, 24. That Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. See that second paragraph, it starts with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives the following explanation in his Tatya. Right? Each of those Shravanam Kirtanam, he would have given totally out of the box meaning out there. We will not go through all of them, only Sakyam we will see. Towards the end, he comes to this thing where he is, after the Dasyam, he comes to this Sakyam. Sakyam means being a well-wisher of Krishna. So in this well-wisher means what? Hey, Krishna should not get injured, Krishna should not get headache. These are one way of looking at thing. That is highest way you connect directly with it. But understanding Krishna's bhav, innermost feeling, that what he is thinking, what he is feeling for all the living entities. Right? So that is where it is coming here, the preaching thing. Krishna wants everyone to surrender unto him because everyone is constitutionally his servant. This from our philosophy we have understood also that Krishna wants everybody to surrender. Therefore, as a sincere friend of Krishna, one should preach this philosophy, requesting everyone to surrender unto Krishna. So, those who are preaching, they are sincere friends of Krishna. They want see, if you are a friend, if you are a very dear, bosom friend you have, what will you do? You will tell about his success or achievements to everybody, right? Just like your children, you say, hey, you know what? Our the Prabhuji has been doing so amazing book distribution. He's the topmost book distributor in our whole of Pune congregation. Like that we will tell. Or he is he is distributing prasadam every single day, so doing so much austerity. Like that we will tell about his glories. We want to have so many mouths and to speak about him. That's what, as Ananta says, he wants to have so many more mouths to glorify Krishna. He doesn't, as already he has millions of mouths, that is also not enough for him. You want more and more mouths to glorify Krishna, right? So this is one of the important part to understand, that as a sincere friend of Krishna, we should understand his innermost feeling that Krishna wants everybody to come to him and surrender so that they will become happy. And Balaram knows that rahasya, that secret. That is why he wants to bring everybody. And that is the reason he is in the Sakyaras. One side he is always with the Gopas, Gopis and all, and the other side he is the Adi Guru. He is the Guru and he wants to be to bring everybody to Krishna. That is the foremost service of a Guru. That to bring everybody to Krishna's lotus feet. Right? We will come back to this, but because there is a lot more to discuss here. As in Vatsalya Bhav, if you see, as an elder brother, he is always taking care of Krishna. When he eats some mud, immediately he is worried. Mama, he has eaten the mud, please come and take it out. Don't do this, Krishna. Like that he has a loving care of elder brother. This is when he is small, young that time. But when he is they are grown up also, you see, wherever Krishna is going, Balaram always makes sure nobody should harm Krishna, I should go with him. Right? When he is going to kidnap Rukmini, Balaram goes with a big army. He says, Krishna goes alone first. He knows he doesn't want anybody. But Balaram is concerned. Krishna may not want anybody, but I have to go and protect him. So, when Krishna kidnaps Rukmini, Balaram makes sure that all these Jarasandha, Shishupal and all, they cannot even come near him. Right? And same way, when the later part, when, who is that? Who Samba kidnaps Lakshmana, this Duryodhana's daughter, no? At that time also, Krishna wants to go and save, but then Balaram tells him that, no, you don't go. If you go, unnecessary fight will come. I will go and make sure everything is taken care. But the funny thing is, he goes and he finds Balaram is very dangerous, What he tells to Krishna, that you don't do, unnecessary problem will come, I will go and take care. He will go and do the same thing which he stopped Krishna from doing. In Rukmi also, when Krishna, when he kidnaps Rukmini and comes, no, Rukmi chases Krishna. And when Rukmi chases Krishna and there is a big fight goes on and Krishna, defeats him and finally cuts off the hair in different parts, it is as good as killing that person, right? So, and then he is very ashamed, he is very insulted with this Rukmi. He wanted to kill Krishna, but he became ashamed, insulted with. So Balaram comes and he is very infuriated. Krishna, he scolds Krishna there. Hey man, why do you do this? Why did you do this? He's a relative after all. Huh? And then he says, you should not do all these things, And then he tries to pacify Rukmini. You have, our Kulvadu, you have just now come. And unfortunately, he has done this to your brother. Sisters are always very dear to the brother. How much ever he is a rascal, still sisters don't give up on the brother. So you please don't take it seriously. It is all destiny, so don't worry. That's the only place where you can see him preaching. All other places, no preaching, just finish off. Ek mar do tukda, bas finish. Narsingadev also plays around with Hiranyakashipu. Varahadev plays around with Hiranyaksha, little bit with great difficulty has to kill and all that. But Balaram, no, this thing. I gave you so many opportunities. You didn't listen. Now only my weapon will speak. So what he does all these things and he pacifies Rukmini and takes them back with all, nice celebration and everything. Later, when this Usha and Aniruddha thing happens, I think this Rukmi he has that grudge inside on Balaram, that you cheated me, you insulted me. So he invites Balaram for that gambling game and he wants to play and he is cheating in that. First time, second time he tolerates Balaram. Third time, he just, one cut, we just finished, Rukmi's head is out of his body. He told Krishna, don't do all these things to Rukmi, he's our relative. But when he went, he finished that Rukmi also, completely. And that Kalinga king also, one beat finished all, he had to go for dental treatment to complete dental replacement. All tooth were finished. So Balaram is like that. Why? Because he doesn't like duplicity and dishonesty. Balaram, he can tolerate anything and everything, but then he can tolerate our incapacity, our lack of qualities and, we are disqualified in our talents and he can tolerate all those things. But he cannot tolerate dishonesty and duplicity. Beimani ko, he will not tolerate, he can say nahi sakte ho. So in anything and everything that we do, we have to be honest. Then we can immediately get Balaram's mercy. That is the lesson we should learn. Today, we should promise to Balaram that whatever I am doing, Balaramji, I will do it honestly. If I am not able to do also, I will honestly come and ask you for your mercy. You please give me. Without your mercy, nothing will work. This way, if we go to Balaramji, we will pour his mercy like anything. See, so much so that even those who are rejected by Krishna also, Balaram only is taking care. Duryodhana is rejected by Krishna, but Balaram is his guru. He doesn't listen to anybody, but he listens to Balaram. This is our Duryodhana. So this is how Balaram can give shelter to even those who are rejected by Krishna. But we have to have the honesty and simplicity to go to Krishna, go to Balaram. Please give me the mercy that you have. All the mercy that you have, please give to me. So this particular incident, after this thing, whatever we are doing, this particular incident where he kills this Romaharshana Sutta, who is the only person, all others are demons. He is the only one who is a devotee who is killed by Balaram, who was speaking Bhagavatam, and he is the only one who died when he was giving Bhagavatam class. Nobody dies when they are speaking or hearing Bhagavatam. But he is the only one who died when he was in the Vyasas and giving Bhagavatam class. Because he didn't understand Bhagavatam. He was just speaking Bhagavatam. He did not realize Bhagavatam. And that is what in this verse Balaramji is telling. And especially in the Krishna book, you will see Prabhupada giving beautiful revelations to this particular reason. Because this particular chapter, this particular Leela, is a very controversial or very difficult Leela to comprehend. Because why Balaram? See, Balaram is not killing Duryodhana also. Balaram left Duryodhana and this Bhima when they were fighting, when that Gada fight was going on, he left them both. But he is killing someone who is giving Bhagavatam class. You can't understand him at all. Right? You can't conceive what he is doing. But there is a great lesson in this chapter. When we can understand this particular thing, what Balaram wants to do. Because Romaharshana Sutta was supposed to be, he is giving Bhagavatam class, but whoever is speaking must speak from the heart with full feeling of love for Krishna and without any duplicity or arrogance in them. That is why in this verse he is actually telling what are all the disqualifications that Romaharshana Sutta had, which we should not have. If anybody is sitting on the Vyasasana, I am including myself also, I am sitting and speaking here, but then if we have these disqualifications, then we will not get Balaram's mercy. Right? See this, because this chapter, why it is very difficult to understand is because we normally we think that hey, why Balaram is killing this person who is speaking Bhagavatam, and later also he is atoning for it. He is doing atonement. Prayashchit bhi kar rahe ho. If he has done the right thing, why he is doing prayashchit? Right? These things, we have to have the question. And if you don't have these questions, we have not read properly. And if you have the questions, you should get the answers also from Prabhupada's book properly. If you get the answer, then you have read thoroughly. So whatever questions we get by reading Prabhupada's books, you will get answers also from Prabhupada's books itself. Until you get the answers, you should endeavor. You should not stop. अरे मुझे कुछ नहीं समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, प्रश्न तो है, उत्तर नहीं आ रहा है, जवाब नहीं मिल रहा है. Don't think like that. Please do break your head if you want. Hit your head against the wall if you want. Literally I am telling. Then come back and study. Something will go inside. Because you see in this chapter, there are a lot of things which people can misuse and misunderstand it. Because you see, I will tell in just 2 minutes what happens. This Romaharshana Sutta is blessed by all the sages to speak Bhagavatam. He is the father of Sutta Goswami. Okay? We know that. Romaharshana Sutta is sitting and he is speaking Bhagavatam class, and Balaram ji at that time is coming. And when he is coming, all the sages and saints who are gathered there, Brahmanas, Rishis, everybody, they all got up to pay obeisance to him and pranams to him, and some of them elder to him, they were blessing him and all that. But Romaharshana Sutta doesn't get up. He doesn't get up. But the interesting point here is, there is, as per our Vedic rule, anybody who is giving Bhagavatam class or sitting in the Vyasasana need not get up when someone else comes in the middle of the class. Otherwise, every time somebody comes, you have to get up, then the katha will break. And when the katha breaks again, you have to commence. And all those things are there. You don't have to, if you are doing. That is a rule which nobody can find fault with you. Like if you go into the court, they will show this so-and-so law and say that, hey, he is, as per the law, he has done it. But so he is not getting up, thinking that this is the rule. Anyway, why you should get up? Right? But the thing is, that rule says that you need not get up from the Vyasasana. When, say, a Kshatriya or someone else comes, we don't have to get up. But when Krishna himself comes and Supreme Lord himself comes, when your Guru comes, you should pay obeisance at least. And that is the reason every time the deity curtain is closed or open, we say, Jai Shri Gaurnita Ji ki Jai, Shri Krishna Balaram Ji. We say that, no. That is because they are opening, they are giving their darshan. Balaram is coming to give his darshan to everybody. He is not just like that walking. When he is coming, he is giving darshan. You have to understand that. So when the curtain is open, the deities are giving their darshan. So we have to at least pay pranams like this when we are, even if you are in the Vyasasana. Right? So all these sages and saints, they understood the principle, the philosophy correctly. So they know that Balaram is Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. That is why they immediately got up. But what this Romaharshana Sutta is thinking is that he is a Kshatriya. I am a Brahmana. He was actually not born Brahmana, but because that is a Pratiloma marriage, which Balaramji himself points out. So he is a kind of mixed Brahmana, if you can call it that. But he was elevated to the Brahmana post by the position by the all the sages around. They say, hey, you please, you are Vyasadev's disciple. Vyasadeva is Bhagavatam, he is the one who is compiled, so you please come and give the class. So he is sitting. But they all got up. But he does not get up. He does not get up. Why? Because he is seeing Balaram as a Kshatriya king, maximum, not as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After doing all your Bhagavatam reading, if you cannot accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Balaram as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it's vyartha. What is the dharma swanushtita pamsam vishwaksheno katha asuyaha na utpadayed yadi ratim shrama evahi kevalam. We can do scholarly class on Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, but if ruchi has not come, if we don't gain the ruchi, in other words, ruchi means after you read also it should ring on in your ears. You should be hankering for when I will get the chance to next to read Bhagavatam again. And somebody comes immediately say, oh yes Prabhu, we'll come on, we'll read now. Prasadam can wait for 10 more minutes, I'm not so much hungry. Even if I don't eat, someone else will eat, but my stomach can wait for some time. So this is how we give more priority to the Shravanam and Kirtanam. Right? So it's a very, very important point to note that what Balaram is going to say here. See, now this devotee should never get puffed up with the Vedic knowledge and be pretentious in their executing devotional service. This is the first lesson, don'ts. Do's and don'ts, we say no, don'ts we should learn from Romaharshana Sutta. Balaramji wanted to teach us. See, he is more concerned, he knows Duryodhana and Bhima will be taken care by Krishna. But Balaramji, he has come, Krishna and Balaram, they have an internal understanding. I will take care of this Leela, you can take care of that Leela. I will finish the people here, you finish the people there. Those who are not respecting Bhagavatam, those who are not realizing Bhagavatam and speaking, you please make sure that those who have not received the qualities that are supposed to be imbibed from Bhagavatam, if they don't have it, then don't let them speak Bhagavatam. It is not, we are not supposed to sit on the Vyasasana if we don't cultivate those qualities. At least we should have the eagerness to cultivate those qualities. If you don't have also, we should be humble enough to say that I have not cultivated, but at least by speaking Bhagavatam and meditating on Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, maybe one day I will develop those qualities. If you think that I have all the qualities already, then you don't have those qualities. That is the biggest challenge here. You understand? So when we develop these qualities or strive to develop these qualities, we please Krishna and Balaram. Balaram will not come and bother us if we are trying our way to develop this quality. See, a beautiful shloka is there in the 4th canto, 20th chapter, verse number 43. Yes, 20:43, I think. Such a beautiful verse it is. It tells the qualities, gives a glimpse of the qualities that we should develop as a result of our Bhagavatam study or Bhakti devotional service. Not 420. What is this? 421:43. 44. 421:44. You know, when we develop these qualities, how much Krishna is pleased, this verse teaches us. And our Balaramji is also telling these qualities in Ramarshana Sutta is not cultivated or even strive to cultivate. Such a beautiful verse. Let's recite this. Gunayanam. Is that the verse there? Shiladanam kritagnyam vriddashrayam samvrunate anusampadaha prasidatam brahmakulam gavamcha janardanaha sanucharascha mahyam gunayanam shiladanam kritagnyam vriddashrayam samvrunate anusampadaha prasidatam brahmakulam gavamcha Janardana Sanucharascha Mahyam. See, these are beautiful qualities. These qualities are supposed to be developed as a result of our Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita study or whatever seva we are doing. If these qualities don't come, we are just royal editions of animals only. Honestly speaking, I'm not mincing words here. I am also very lacking these things, but we need to have the hankering to develop these qualities. See, guna ayanam, agunasya, avinitasya. That's what he said there. No gunas. The devotional qualities are not are not residing in him. Right? Here, guna ayanam. We should be only wealth is good behavior. Sheela dhanam. Sheela dhanam and guna ayanam. Full of reservoir of all good qualities. And Sheela dhanam means his only wealth is good qualities. He doesn't have so much. What is your wealth? Immediately will say, I have this much in bank, I have that much in mutual funds, this much in stocks. That is not the wealth. Real wealth is our good qualities, reservoir. We should be, that is only our dhanam. Right? Nothing else is our dhanam. So that good qualities we have, compassion, merciful nature, being simple, humble, and helping nature. All these things are the gunayanam and sheela dhanam. And next is kritagnyam. We should be completely grateful to anybody and everybody. Today you are all sitting and listening. If you are not here, who will we speak to? Only to Krishna we have to speak. We have to be thankful to all of you for giving us the opportunity to meditate on the glories of Bhagavatam and Krishna and Balaram. This is a small thing also we thank anybody. Then the quality will always be there fresh in our heart. Otherwise, we will become completely stale and stone-hearted. In a stone, when the gratitude is not there, we cannot relish the holy names and Bhagavatam. How much we should be grateful to Prabhupada. We should be so much grateful to Prabhupada for giving us this treasure of Srimad Bhagavatam and his purports. We were relishing purport so much last week in our Radha Chandra temple and with the brahmacharis. 3-4 hours, 5 hours we are reading, and it is not, we don't feel like taking a break also. We are supposed to end at 2 and we are going till 4 o'clock, and they are thinking that I had to tell them, Prabhu, did you watch the time? Say, oh, Prabhu, we'll finish the chapter and go. This is how the ruchi of Bhagavatam is unlimited only because of Prabhupada's purports and his words. Parikshit Maharaj is also not as fortunate as we are. He didn't hear Prabhupada's purports. Vidura, Prahlad Maharaj is also not as merciful, as blessed as we are. He got Narsinghdev's darshan, but he has not got darshan of Prabhupada's Vani. Our Guru Maharaj used to say, Prabhupada has taken, literally, he has put everything in it, except physically taking his heart out and putting in his purports. Except that, he did everything. The only reason he didn't take, he would have taken that also. Only reason he didn't take it out is because after that, nobody will be able to write their purports. If you take your heart out, you will not be able to be alive, isn't it? That is the only thing he didn't do. That's the only thing. Otherwise, he did everything else. Putting his... he said, put your heart in your devotion. Literally, he did everything. Otherwise, in that Radha Damodar Mandir, in such hot summer, 40-50 degrees heat, he is sitting without an AC fan or anything. He didn't even have a bed to sleep. He had torn quilt cloth to lie down. And it was all muddy, and all those jantus were also roaming around. You know how he lived such austere life. Now it is all concrete, everything is there. We just go do Hare Krishna, and then come around. Just stay there for 1 week and see how difficult it is to stay in the temple. It's very austere. If we stay in that 1 or 2 weeks in Radha, we know how difficult it is to stay in the spiritual world. We say, go back to Godhead, back to Godhead. When you go there, we will know how difficult it is. With all these avinitasya, gunasya, we cannot stay there. So Balaramji is so strict. Sometimes you feel that Krishna is more merciful. One side it looks like he is Adi Guru, very merciful and all that, but he sees that we are not sincere, we are not honest, he will kick us with double anger that Krishna will have. We cannot mince, we cannot do hanky-panky business with him. I will come tomorrow, Balaramji, please forgive me. Tomorrow I will come and read. I will read 2 hours more. Then Balaram will decide, today itself, last day, I will send Yamaraj to finish you. Yamaraj will listen to Balaramji more than Krishna. Because Balaramji gives more service to him. Krishna doesn't give service. Because you chant Krishna, Krishna, then Yamaraj, he told, anybody who chants my names, you don't touch them. So Yamaraj says, Krishna, you have given me a job, but you are not giving me work to do. You are keeping me jobless in this. Like our freshers, when they go to the office, they are in bench, no Prabhu. When they don't have anything to do. They are just sent to the office, they are given salary, but they are on the bench. After some time they feel, I am so bored, I want to change my job and go. Like that, Krishna. But Balaramji, he makes sure that you have to do devotional service. That's why he is meant as Adi Guru. So layers and whatever layers of nonsense that we have, he takes them one by one. The first layer I have is, this body itself is a layer of Maya, I cover. On top of it I put some banyan or something, whatever. After that, on top of it I put one more layer. But there is layers, this is only physical layer. But the subtle layer thing what I have, envy, one dress is there, one kurta, envy kurta is there. One pride t-shirt is there. One jealousy, one greed, one coat is there. Like this we have so many coverings on top of our soul, our subtle body. All these things have to be removed. I will show you one purport line, and I guarantee you, first attempt of reading you will not understand. You may understand little bit, but difficult to understand that line. But you whole day you meditate on, you may get something, right? And the reason I am telling this is, one of Prabhupada's disciples, senior sannyasi, Maharaj, he told us that I am reading this statement for last 30 years, but I am still not getting the end of it. So with that confidence I am telling that even now I am also not understood it fully, but you understand how much Prabhupada put his heart in it, and this represents what Balaram is representing to us. See, I will tell you, if you can take out Prabhuji, 1:15:29. If you take that verse, 1:15:29. We have been trying to read this again and again. We can't marvel at Prabhupada, how he thought of these words and writing. And this is what we were just now discussing. He explains that same point. So you go directly to the purport. Arjuna's constant remembrance of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna rapidly increased his devotion, and the result, all the trash in his thoughts subsided. This is the translation. Now in the purport, no need to go all the other lines, but just 3 lines later, maybe someone can read. Who has the mic? You have mic? Someone can read. This birth after birth, if you have that line, right? Please read that line. You might have read it before. I'm just telling, good to meditate on it again.
Birth after birth, the conditioned soul is entrapped with so many pleasing and displeasing elements, which are all false and temporary. They accumulate due to our reactions to material desires, but when we get in touch with the Transcendental Lord, in His variegated energies, by devotional service, the naked forms of all material desires become manifest, and the intelligence of the living being is pacified in its true color.
Did you get this statement? You understood that, you didn't understand. Right? How complicated the statement is, but so deep. Every time you go through this statement, you should break it. Come up, like 3-4 words and break it, 3-4 words and break it. Try to put with some examples. Try to understand it. I am not going to explain it because that will take another 3 hours. If you are okay to sit, anyway we are fasting. If you are okay to still till 12 o'clock, I am happy to discuss with you all. Whatever little I could gather, I will try. That itself will take some hours. So much is there. Naked forms of all material desires become manifest. And the intelligence of living being is pacified in its true color. What does it mean? If you see surfacially, you will not be able to get it. There is so many layers and layers and layers of anarthas that we have, and Balramji wants us to remove all of them one by one. That is what is the honesty that he is expecting us from. He is not wanting us to be pure right from day one. He wants us to be honest. Krishna, Balramji, I have all these anarthas in my heart. Please remove all these things. Without your mercy, I cannot do anything. Without my own endeavor, I cannot do anything. Please help me take these layers and layers of these coverings out, material anarthas that I have, so that I can do some taste devotional service which you can taste. My devotional service Krishna does not taste. Only if I give with bhava he can taste. Those who are cooking with bhava, their bhoga, their prasadam taste naturally, they taste very relishable. No, it is. So we have to enjoy what we are doing, that even the clearing our anarthas we should enjoy, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was enjoying the Gundicha Marjanam. So Balramji, this one line, naked forms of all material desires become manifest. What does this mean, Prabhu's Matajis? Naked forms. I am completely naked in front of the Lord. Ramakrishna Sutta was trying to cover himself with all these things. I am a Brahmana. I know. They all have. It's not that I myself came and said. They all voted and they brought me to come and sit here. So I have the support of all these sages. So why should I respect a Kshatriya? He didn't see Balaram as Supreme Personality of Godhead. That was his offense. He saw Balaram only as a Kshatriya. So when you don't see Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, you don't accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead, our Bhagavatam is just some scholarly presentation or some philosophical treatise, that's all. There is no bhava or bhakti in there. Bhava must be there. When the bhava is not there, in other words, I should feel that I am being purified. I am being purified by this seva. When we are sitting to listen or speak, this is what Balaramji wants. We may think that, Balaramji, he just comes and kills Dhenukasura, comes and kills Pralambasura. You see, all of them are duplicitous. Pralambasura covered his original thing and he came in a different form. And that is why Balaramji decided, I will finish him off. So we should not be duplicitous in our seva. That does not mean that, Prabhuji, I don't know how to offer arati, please forgive me. That is not correct. Prabhu, I don't know, but can you please teach me? I would like to do this seva. Maharaj, please, I want to learn Bhagavatam. Please teach me. I am not able to understand anything. This line, how can we understand unless we go with a heart in our hands and with bowed down head to Krishna? We cannot understand this. You dig deeper and deeper and deeper, more and more nectar will be coming from there. These things arises from the pleasing and displeasing connections that we have in this world. See how nice this statement. Let's read it once again. You should relish our ignorance of our inability to understand Prabhupada's books. We should first of all relish our inability to understand Prabhupada. Only then we can understand. We can relish our ability to Prabhupada's mercy on how he is making us understand, isn't it? If we don't relish our ignorance, then we'll think that I am Panditamani, how Ramakrishna is. When you become Panditamani, then there is no way we can learn. Right? See how nice this line is. The birth after birth, the conditioned soul is entrapped with so many pleasing and displeasing elements. There are many pleasing, displeasing elements, which are all false and temporary. Now we are hungry. All of us agree, we are hungry. Right? This is displeasing element. Correct? But it is false, because his body itself is false. So hunger also, his body is hunger. So it should be false. And it is temporary. Afternoon 12 o'clock it will go away when you take a feast. Correct? Right? Pleasing element. When you are glorified, then you say, hey, I am very pleased. That is also temporary only. Because the same person who glorified you, next day he will criticize you. How many of you face this thing in your life? Oh, many of you are very nice people. No, you didn't face, huh? Don't worry, you will face in the future. Right? So this Krishna, make sure that we don't get puffed up. So, the same person, not some other person, the same person who glorified you few months ago will come and, Prabhu, you don't even know this. I thought you were big. I thought you were a big devotee. You are a nice devotee. This is how they will glorify you. They will hidden criticism. I thought, Prabhu, you are such a nice devotee. I thought, how can you do like this? Then you say, oh my God, what did I do? At least one person, one fan I had. That also gone. You would have told me before, I would have acted in such a way that your impression of me doesn't go away. Right? So this is pleasing and displeasing elements. See what he's saying. Pleasing and birth after birth, we are entrapped. Entrapped means you cannot come out of it. We cannot come out of this body. We are entrapped by so many pleasing and displeasing elements which are false and temporary. First line. And how, so he is saying they accumulate. What accumulate? They means what? The pleasing and displeasing elements, they accumulate one after another, they accumulate. Why they are accumulating? Due to our reactions to material desires. We are reacting to the material desires that is arising in our mind. You see, pleasing and displeasing elements, they are arising out of our reactions to material desires. What is a material desire? I want to feel happy with some glorification. That is the mind, is its desire. Right? To fulfill that, some appreciation is coming. Pleasing, it becomes pleasing element. Right? So, as a opposite to that, some displeasing element comes also. If you keep on getting appreciation, you get more proud, then one hammer Balaramji will give. Hit. So, that is the displeasing element. They arise, they accumulate, keep on accumulating. And then to smash the pride, he will give some hammering. Due to our reactions to material desires, mind is desiring to become famous and we are reacting to it. So the pleasing and displeasing thing happens. See, if you take through examples now, you will understand this little more better with the practical examples. Now, if you don't react to that mind's desire, I want to become famous, I want to have followers, then this pleasing and displeasing thing will not come. Maharaj used to tell us that you do anything and everything, but one thing that I want you to do, when in his last days also, always he repeated, but in last days he told us very particularly, never ever do Bhagavatam, give Bhagavatam class or go and speak Bhagavatam for name and fame. He said that completely it will destroy not only you, but those who are listening also. Because they will get your contaminated poison. You are contaminating the nectar of Bhagavatam by your desire for glory's name and fame and followers. Never ever do. Nobody in Bhagavatam whose name is mentioned in Bhagavatam did Bhagavatam for name and fame. The only person who did was finished by Balaram. This is the lesson we should take from Balaram. Balaram could have asked, hey, what, everybody is offering prayers only to you. For me, nobody is offering. I am supposed to be your first expansion. No, he was completely happy with Seva. So this desire for name and fame, it comes little bit also. Our devotional service is finished. Those who are hearing, their devotional service is also finished. We will be thinking, Pandita Manina. And we will be saying, I Guru Manina. They will all come and listen to you. They say, hey, so many people are coming and listening. So this, I am identifying myself as a devotee. That is the greatest Maya. When everybody comes and says, Prabhu, how are you doing? Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Vanchakalpas, then say, yes, I am Prabhu. But the real Prabhu is Balaram. He said, Bhagavatam says, he didn't have to take his club and hit Romarshana Sutta. Just one small kusha grass touches, head came out of the body. Right? So this is very, very serious. If he had really had to fight like a Kshatriya, he could have gone and beaten with the club and all that. But he didn't do. He is acting as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Balaramji has two roles to play. One is Supreme Personality of Godhead, one is a Kshatriya. Because people see him in both ways. So he wanted to teach lessons to all those people who treat him in both ways. So those who see him as Supreme Personality of Godhead, for him saying, don't ever give Bhagavatam like this, like Suramavarshana Sutta. Don't sit there without humility, without good qualities. Vriddashrayam, Kritagnyam, Vriddashrayam, without these things, don't sit on the Vyasasana. Or at least pray that I want these qualities. Have the eagerness to develop these qualities. This is the most important thing. Now come back to this line. We cannot digest the feast without digesting this line, this purport line. Little bit at least. I'll give you some little soup kind of thing. Little thing, you get the full course meal by your own reading. Balaramji will give you. See, but when we get, they accumulate due to our reactions to material desires, right? But when we get in touch with the transcendental Lord in His variegated energies by devotional service, Krishna is manifesting Himself in so many different ways. So many different ways. Different ways and means. Variegated energies. But we have to get in touch with Krishna through devotional service. Right? Suppose when I go out, here we can act like devotees. That is very easy. When I go out, somebody is scolding me on the street, like auto wala, auto rickshaw wala, or somebody who is, he is energy of Krishna. Right? When I am getting scolded by him, I get in touch with that energy of Krishna. That is a displeasing way. Right? In his variegated energies. We only think that variegated energy means prasadam, bhagavatam, DT form, like that, books like that. No. Anybody and everybody, like everything speaks to us, no? I told, no? Same thing. Anybody around us, they are expansions of Krishna as energy. So variegated energy. Displeasing elements that Ghatna hai, wo bhi Bhagwan ka vistar hi hai. So when we get in touch with them, when I am touching with you all, you will say, oh Prabhu, beautiful class, nice point, you said, all those things will come. But when I go outside, nobody will treat me as, hey, you read Bhagavatam. They will not even know we are reading. They will say, Arey, ये क्या है यार, you धोती कुर्ता सब हमको, they will call you Maharaj when you go out. Anybody with the dhoti kurta is Maharaj for them. They will say, Maharaj, ये क्या हो रहा है, आप ऐसे क्या ऐसा, I mean आपका स्वभाव ऐसा है, ऐसे बर्ताव कर रहे हो. They will ask like that. Then you will say, hey, he is treating me like a normal person. I thought he will treat me like a devotee. When you go to the office also, you want your managers and your team members to treat like a devotee. We want that they will not pray Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya to you. They will say, they will finish you. You have to be their servant. You cannot tell me, I am a devotee. You cannot give this to me. First tell Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya. Take your pink slip. Come on, get lost. See, this is such a beautiful line. Now, when we get in touch with the transcendental Lord through his variegated energies by devotional service. At that time, when my devotional service comes out, I thought I was a devotee. Oh, I am not a devotee. For him, only those people were telling I am a devotee. Right? That is pleasing element. This is displeasing element. Now, Krishna is coming in the form of that person, that experience. Right? Then the naked forms of all my material desires become manifest. What was my material desire? That I want to be glorified as a devotee. I want to be glorified as a great Bhagavata reciter or speaker. Now, that desire Krishna fulfilled for temporarily, because it was a material desire. I want name and fame. Krishna temporarily fulfilled that, so in a small group. But when I went out, this policeman, this in the hospital or anywhere else I am going, they are not seeing me as a devotee. So, because my desire was material, that naked forms of my material desires, when little bit we become a devotee to understand my introspect and understand that, then this was the naked form of a material desire. I wanted to do book distribution, but I wanted to be glorified as a top book distributor in our temple. I wanted to speak Bhagavatam, but I wanted to be glorified as a great Pandita Mani, as a Pandit, as a great Bhagavata Pandit. I wanted to chant the holy names, but I wanted to be glorified as a great, these are all the naked forms of all our material desires. Balaram doesn't like that. He saw that in him, in the Ramakrishna Sutta. See how this line connects to anywhere and everywhere, even our own personal lives also. I am sorry. Look, I can see the look of it. You are all feeling very morose. One side you have to fast till 10, 12 o'clock. On top of it, someone is coming all the way. Man, who called him here? He's saying all naked forms of material desires getting manifest. And this line itself is very difficult to understand. I wish I did understand this line and moved on. At the end of this purpose, little bit you understand, my God, this is what Prabhupada says. I wish I did not touch Bhagavatam. This is for the naked form of our material desire. I want to protect like the boil in our thing, no? That boil there, no? जो बर्न का बॉयल होता है उसको अरे दर्द होता है इसको पियर्स करना है when you have to open it only then that pus will come out and it will cure. If you keep on protecting, blow over the boil, how will it come out? Right? Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhu.
Using in this line, but when we get in touch with the transcendental Lord and His variegated energies by devotional service.
When we are by devotional service only, we will understand that, oh, that was, I am not a devotee. By devotional service only, we will understand that we are not a devotee. When we do devotional service only, we will not understand that we are not a devotee. As long as I think that I am a devotee, I am not a devotee.
Then if that is the bhava, then how do the naked forms of the material desires then become manifest?
Yeah, when you accept that you are not the devotee, only your naked forms will come out. No, if I keep thinking that I am a devotee, how will the naked forms come out? By devotional service. You understand? You have to, Prabhu. Good that it really triggered your thought. Huh? This is what you should do. If you understand straight away, it means you have not read Prabhupada's thing properly. Right? See, what he's saying, you get in touch with the transcendental Lord in His variegated energy by devotional service. When that person is scolding me or criticizing me, if you are not a devotee, what you will do? Hey, how can you scold me, man? You don't know how great I am. Then that time our naked form of the desire will get manifest. No, it will not. Manifest means it should be revealed to you, not to others. Already it is revealed to him, that's why he is scolding you. You got it? You already knew that. That's why he's telling, अरे यार तुम ये सब घूमते फिरते हो, ये सब अरे राम हरे कृष्णा बोलते हो, ये भी जानते हो नहीं. Like this they will say. You become humble. When you become humble, that person, whatever he is telling, it shows me, hey, yes, what he is telling is true. I am not a devotee. You understand? Then the naked forms of a material desires will manifest. Oh, I had Pratishta Asha. That is why I am looking for glorification everywhere. That is why I am looking for desire, my desire for name and fame, followers everywhere. Can you imagine how much Prabhupada must have thought over this? Thought over writing this line. Arjuna is already purified, and Bhagavatam says all the kashaya dishano harihi. The moment he thought of Krishna, whatever the dirt in the bottom of the heart, that is kashaya. That also completely dissolved by devotional service. He did devotional service, that is why they get destroyed. Right? So these little dirts that are there in the bottom, when you put tea, no, that bottom that will be still, that will be there. On the top it will be very clear. Everybody, devotees only see the top and immediately say Vanchakalpatarubhyascha. Right? But the people who are outside as our relatives, especially those who are very near and dear ones, they are our real medicines. They are the ones who will see the dirt on the bottom of the glass. And they will stir it. They will know that if I stir it now, it will come out. Come on, let's do that. They don't have to do anything. Just simply they will just stir it, all the dirt will come out on the top. Isn't it, Prabhu? And that is what the naked forms of our material desires manifest. Now you got it, Prabhu? That Ola wala or auto wala, they stir you. They stir you. All that bottom of the thing that will come out, manifest. You bargain with him 50 rupees, 60 rupees, he will say, he will curse you with all bad words, isn't it? You all pravachan sab dete ho, 50 rupees nahi de sakte ho kya? You will tell like that. So all the naked forms of our material desires will manifest. And then the intelligence will be pacified in its true color. It has, the mind gives different colors to intelligence. Whichever color it is in, it wants to paint that same color. I want to enjoy, it will enjoy this thing. So when the mind is humbled, intelligence will be pacified because intelligence is the closest to Atma. So it will feel pacified only when it is in the same color as Atma. So when it is completely pacified, it is submissive, it becomes subservient to Atma, then it is. Here, Sramaharshana Sutta was thinking he is a devotee. That was the problem. He was thinking that I am a Bhagavad Pandit. So what he thought that, so Balaramji is telling this thing that, Avinitasya, he has no humility. He has no agunasya, he don't no guna. That is why he has to be killed, because if he sits on the Vyasas and speaks, everybody will think that there is no need for guna, there is no need for vinaya. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini. Simply having vidya is not enough. That vidya should be combined with vinaya. That is why later part in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 26 qualities that Krishna lists as the part of the knowledge, the very first and foremost is humility. Amanitvam, madambitvam, ahimsa, kshantirarjavam. He could have started with any other quality. This is why we should be very, very careful when we come to Balaram. Krishna also, he says, go get lost. I don't care. I am busy with devotees. But Balaramji has the hard work of dealing with all the non-devotees who are showing up as devotees. Such an amazing pastime this is, I am not able to come to the end. I am sorry, we took some little extra time. I don't know what we are going to do after this, whatever is the program. If we are fasting to continue till 12 o'clock, we can sit on this one line only for 12 o'clock. But please, I have given you, what is that? Fodder for food, what they call it as? Food for thought. So whole day this one line, what is this one? Kashaya deshano harihi, that's what Vyasadeva said. Vyasadeva said that only one line. What is this Prabhupada doing here? 4 or 5 lines, long line he is saying, kama. This line, first of all, you have to learn by heart. Then we should try to understand. Then we should try to meditate on it, and some little thing will come out. But devotional service is not so easy. I wanted to say so many other points about this other pastime, but you all know that pastime. But you know the end of the pastime also. So if we have to escape that Balaramji's halayud, that whatever he has to clean up all these things, he is meant for cleaning up. That's why even in the womb also, before all this kama, krodha, everything he cleans up. Before the Lord comes, he cleans up the place for the Lord to come and reside. Same way, in our heart also, we have to clean, we have to allow Balaramji to come inside. That's why that in that shloka, Balaram Krishna himself comes and jadu poncham मार के सबको साफ करते हैं. एक श्लोका है, बहुत बढ़िया श्लोक है. कल भी हमने वो श्लोक उधर रिसाइट किया कुंज बिहारी में. We'll try to recite that shloka and end for the day. Yes, Prabhuji. That shloka. Yes, thank you for reminding. What is the program next time? Sorry, I am sitting and I am talking Bhagavatam, but you have any other things to do, or for another 5 minutes you can take? You can take, right? Fasting is the best way, Every day if we can do this, they are now introducing this intermittent fasting and all that. As it is, you fast till 12 o'clock, it is intermittent fasting, right? It's intermittent eating, not intermittent fasting. We are fasting most of the time, right? See, very simple. All our devotional service keeps our body healthy. See, now, when they have this bypass, when my mother bypass happened last year, and in the hospital they gave this one ball with this thing, blower, that to blow so that that ball will rise, and you have to blow so that the breathing becomes all right. We don't understand. You just keep blowing conch shell every day. You don't need this instrument at all. Every day who is blowing conch shell, they don't need this physiotherapy, that instrument, that blow meter or whatever. Everything is included in our bhakti, right? So that is why Prabhupada has created this. See, there's a beautiful, I bring that shloka of Prabhu 3:13. I was amazed at how Maharaj connected this to Prabhupada's inspiration for starting this Krishna consciousness movement. Beautiful shloka. We'll recite this, Sakarna dushasana balanam. That's how it starts, right? Sakarna dushasana balanam. Please repeat. Kumantra pake nahata shriyayusham Suyodanaschanucharascha mahyam Bhagnor nanananda pashyan. See, Maharaj told a beautiful revelation to this. This is how we should read Bhagavatam. If you have to read Bhagavatam, study Bhagavatam, you should connect it with the everything around us. See, Duryodhana, by himself, he was not bad. He represents everybody. He is not, on his own, he was not bad. He was like the others were actually giving all different kinds of advices, salas, to consultation and made him bad. You understand? Sa Karna Dushasana Saubalanam. Saubala is Sakuni. Dushasan, Karna, these people, they were sitting around him and, no, you go and insult this Draupadi. You go and put this fish, everything they were giving the advice. On his own, he was not that bad. That is why in this shloka, Duryodhana is addressed as Suyodhana. His original name was Suyodhana. But keep on doing bad activities, he became Duryodhana. Right? So this Suyodhana, see this Sakarna Dushasana Saubalanam. Kumantra Pakena. Kumantra Pakena means giving bad advice. Hata Shri Ayusham. His Shri Ayush, everything got vanished, diminished slowly, gradually. Suyodhanas Anucharascha Mahyam. This Suyodhana's situation. He was continuously taking bad Sangha. And as a result of the bad Sangha, he became bad. You got it? Kamsa also was good. These people came and bothered him. The first child he did not kill. But these ministers came and confused him and said, no, you kill him. Kill that child. Right? These people, that is why in this world also, majority of the people are like this. They are being given wrong advice. Hey, Corona, come on, go and put this first booster, second, then booster, then rooster, then all those things they will give. Now after 3 years, they will say, oh, above 40, this problem will come. Above 50, this problem will come. Be happy that you did not die yet. You are supposed to die by now. Happy that. So this is how they will keep. We are taking the Sangha. These people, innocent people, are going and standing in queue. And I asked many doctors, devotee doctors who are putting injections, they said, don't tell anybody, but I did not put injection, they are saying. Those doctors who are putting injection to everyone else. I mean, whatever it may be, we had to go and do, there was no helplessly. But these are all how this Dussanga happens. They give, without it you cannot survive. Please take this. Without this new thing has come. Because with this, there are so many facilities are there. Come on, this washing machine is there, this mixer is there, microwave is there, mobile phone is there, computer is there, everything. Every material invention threatens our existence. This is all the Dussanga we have. Earlier, Hiranyakashipu was in some different planet. Now he is in our pocket only. He is in our pocket and he is in the lap, the laptop. Maharaj used to say, man, baby should be in the lap, man. On the top of your lap, baby should be there. Your baby should be there. But you are keeping laptop. So this is the Dussanga we have. So many Dussanga. Medicines. For everything, medicine. Then this allopathy is actually not allopathy, it's allopathy. Those who consider Allah as pati, they go to allopathy. And medicine. One medicine they will give. And then they will go and supplement. Give. Why that medicine? No, that medicine will create some problem in you. And this medicine will stop that problem. Man, already I don't have the problem. Why you should get the problem by putting that medicine? That is why Ayurveda says, Langanam Parama Aushadam. Close this. This is the only hole by which all the foreign thing goes inside. You close this, automatically inside the thing will clear it out. Clear everything out. Automatically it will all go away. We don't understand this. Two things you should do. One, stop speaking. Because of that problem comes. Second thing, stop eating. If you speak, simply speak of Krishna. That's all. Right? So this is Suyodhanas Anucharasa Mayam. Because of Dussanga, he became bad. And Bhagnoru Murvyam, his thigh was broken and Nananda Pamshyan. See, beautiful. Krishna was not pleased to see him like that. He is such a bad man. Actually, Krishna should feel happy. But Krishna doesn't discriminate between these good and bad people. For him, Bhima, Arjuna, Duryodhana, Dushasana, everybody is same. He was feeling so bad that because of Dussanga, this person gone to this extent. And so Prabhupada took lesson, they think, he got idea from this, that everybody in this world is getting destroyed because of Dussanga. So I should create Susanga. Satsanga. And that is why he created International Society for Krishna Consciousness Movement, where we can get Sangha like this. We can enjoy Bhagavatam like this. Everybody who are not here, I mean who don't have taste for Bhagavatam, they would be literally snoring at their home. Today I got a holiday, I will sleep till 12 o'clock. That is why Kavya Shastra Vinodena Kalo Gachati Dhimatam Vyasanena tu Murkanam Nidrayam Kalayahenava. We might have easily understood. It's a very simple sloka this is. Kavya Shastra Vinodena. All the intricate and details of this Kavya Shastra, Kalo Gachati Dhimatam. The Dhimatam means intelligent and introspective people. They spend their time in these items. Vyasanena tu Murkanam. Those who are Murkas, those who are only having anarthas in the thing, they spend time only in two ways. One is they sleep and snore. They do nose bhajan. It's called snoring. Different style they will snore. No? Nose bhajan. So that is, they do nidraya. When they get up, they start fighting and quarreling. These are the only two things they will do. For us, there is no sleeping. Hardly 2-3 hours we sleep also, we get up for Mangalarti. Right? Then we don't waste our time fighting. We enjoy Bhagavatam, we enjoy Bhagavad Gita, we enjoy Prasadam, we enjoy the Arati, we enjoy book distribution, we enjoy the Sangha. This is why Prabhupada started looking at this shloka. Prabhupada got the idea that I should start Krishna Consciousness Movement, where everywhere you can have devotee association. So no more Duryodhanas get produced, no more Dushasanas get produced, more and more Arjunas and Yudhishtiras and Parikshit Maharaj gets produced. Jai His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Balaram Poornima Mahotsav ki Jai. Jai International Society of Krishna Consciousness Satsang ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. I don't know, somebody is raising raising hands for questions. So you please decide when we should stop. Okay, to continue, 1 or 2 questions. Those who want to sit, no prasadam anyway. Yes, please. You will really realize, you will really feel that Bhagavatam completely mitigated all our hunger. We didn't even think about hunger, no? Don't think, even if you think, you will not get it anyway. Huh? Yeah, unless we remind it. Yes, Prabhu. We should be more and more hungry for Bhagavatam. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very enlightening class. I have one small doubt.
Yes, Prabhu.
Like Balaram will accept those who will...
Shri Krishna Balaram ki Shri Radha Manohar ki Shri Gaur Nitai ki. Yes. Gaur? Nitai Gaur. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Balaram will accept those who are rejected by Krishna also. But in the case of, you have given the example of Duryodhana. But Duryodhana, he has a sinful and cheater and duplicit.
He was sinful and?
Cheater and dupliciter, dishonesty. But how can Balaramji accepted him? Could you please?
Yeah, he was rejected by Krishna. So Balaram accepted him even though he was a sinful person. He did not see the sins in him. Nityananda Prabhu also saved Jagai Madai, no?
But you told that we cannot, Balaramji will not accept us with the dishonesty and this.
So, you are right. I mean, I got your point. No, as long as there is some little spark which he can fan. In other words, some little innocence or some little this thing is there. Duryodhana, even though he is so bad, in the battlefield he is standing with Bhishma Deva and he is asking, please tell me the glories of Lord Damodara. He will hear. There is a big place where, there is a big section where he asked. In fact, he is one of the very few people who uttered the name Damodara of the Lord throughout Mahabharata. He tells that. He knows the stories. He has heard it. At that time, he will get nice instructions he gets from Bhishma Deva and Vidura and all. He will say, yes, okay. But they go this side and our agents will come. Karna, Dushasana, they will come. And he will turn this side. Both the father and son, same quality. Father also same. Dhritarashtra. Like father, like son. So, Balaramji said, okay, sometimes at least he is hearing something. Right? The only time Dushasan followed Krishna's instruction, he was finished. He didn't follow Krishna's instruction throughout his life. One time when finally Gandhari tells him that you come without any dress on your body, so she doesn't tell what she is going to do. He's tied up her eyes. Na? So she was going to open it and make him completely, like a steel body, so that beam cannot win. So he is going in the middle of the night. Our Krishna comes in that time. He starts laughing. Duryodhana, I know you are defeated, but you can't come to this extent that you go naked. And that too, where are you going? I am going to meet my mother. Man, that too, going to meet your mother, if you are a small baby, it's okay. Now you are grown up, man. Grow up. We will accept that, okay, you won, but don't do this. Why are you doing this? At that time, he listened to Krishna. You should have listened to other time when he came as Duta, Pandav Duta. That time he didn't listen. This time he is listening. Duryodhana also, we are all like that. Dhritarashtra, when he hears Vidura, he is, oh yes, you are pouring nectar. Akrura, he is hearing nectar over nectar. And then when he goes this side, Duryodhana, Dushasana comes, yes, whatever you want to do, I am yours. Like that. So it's a mix. So Krishna sees, Guru sees that, okay, little bit of some semblance of spark is there. So that is found out. So that is the duty of a Guru. It seemingly is good quality. It's not even a good quality. Seemingly good quality. Looks like it. Even if you are little bit having that, you will take it up. But on the other hand, if we don't have it, you think that you have it, then finished. Got it? Yes, Mataji. You have one more question?
Thank you very much.
Devotional service is very challenging, no? But if you enjoy it, it doesn't matter. You enjoy the tapad, no? Then it doesn't matter. It's all for our benefit only, well-being only. Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, when doing service or sometimes otherwise also, the anarthas are so evident that it becomes very difficult to deal with people. It becomes difficult to speak, ki I'll make mistakes, difficult to serve, I'll make mistakes. So working on that becomes a challenge. Ki so much anarthas, it's like I'm seeing that. So becoming Krishna consciousness, I sometimes become anartha consciousness. So find very difficult. At that time, secondly, I feel I take atonements for the anarthas which I see. So I don't know whether I'm doing it right or no, ki the atonements which I am taking for my mistakes. And thirdly, you said about understanding Bhagavatam. You are at the stage of Bhav, I am not. So
I successfully acted for someone to call this. Thank you, Mataji.
So you could...
Only problem is when I go out, somebody will fire me. That time I should not meditate on this. Please, yes, Mataji.
So you could derive so much things from that. I am not able to. So these are my 3 questions that I am anartha consciousness, atonement which I am taking. You are at the level of bhav. 3 things I am.
First of all, you should not be so much anartha conscious. Anartha upasamam shakshat bhakti yogam adokshaje. Lokasya ajanato vidwan chakre sasvata samhitam. So, anartha upasamam shakshat bhakti yogam adokshaje. Simply you do bhakti, anartha will automatically, they all anarthas will go away. Anything that goes away is an anartha. Right? So, bhakti yogam adokshaje. Sakshat bhakti yogam. Tivra bhakti vrena bhakti yogam. That we should do. You just identify that, yes, this thing has. I have it, that's all. I don't look into like when will it go away, No, that is again fruitive. We are doing bhakti to please Krishna. We are looking at our anarthas so that we will not become puffed up. I am not that level yet where I can, start speaking a lot of things. You understand, Mataji? So, don't be anartha conscious. That will make you inferior complex. It will make you depressed. I always feel very happy that everybody is saying they have anartha. So I have some company. Right? That is the way. When you said you have anartha, I don't have to tell I have anartha. I am just happy that I have company, right? Suppose you tell Prabhu yesterday stock market fell down, I lost 5 lakhs, like that you say, I would have also lost. But by telling, I will make myself a fool in front of others. But I will be happy that somebody is my company, right? So don't have to tell anybody that Prabhu, I am anartha, I have anartha, I have anartha. We don't have to meditate on. Or we'll go some to Prabhu, do you think I have anartha? What do we expect him to say? We expect him to say you don't have anartha only. If he says yes you have, then do you think you will be happy? So don't worry. These anartha things and all, artham, anartham, this all, nothing, both are equal. So be Krishna conscious. That Krishna, you have revealed it to me. Like how by devotional service all the naked forms are revealed. But our intelligence is specified in its true color. When it's revealed to us, we are very happy that we have some work to do. Right? If everything is clean here, what will I do? I will come here, I will not do any seva at all. Some job should be there for us to do now. So second question, what was that? Atonement. So what is the complete question?
Whenever I feel that I understand there is anartha, I take atonement. So that
You are taking...
you take atonements,
Huh.
punish. So whether I am doing it right
The best
or wrong.
atonement is sit with Bhagavatam. That's what Parikshit Maharaj did. He also did a mistake. But he said, Krishnangri Sevam Adimanya Manaha. I don't see a greater way of prayashita than Krishnangri Sevam, serving the lotus feet of Krishna. So your mind has to be focused to Krishna. So don't worry about it. Then it will become Manya Kunjara Shauchavat. If you go to do atonement, any other atonement, you will be expecting that anartha to go away. See, Krishna will take you along with the anarthas. He doesn't wait for you to do all the clearing anarthas and all that. But he will not take you when the endeavor is stopped. When the endeavor to clear the anarthas is stopped. Got it? So that endeavor is devotional service. You should endeavor so hard to surrender to Krishna. Surrender to Krishna. Krishna, yes, you have revealed this to me. I will work hard by serving you, by hearing your glories, by meditating on glories. Prabhupada has given us such a glorious thing, so much books he has given, shastras. Yesterday also in the Bhakti Shastri, just one line took half an hour for us to meditate on. Charcha hona chahiye idhar. I mean, we can sit at home and read alone, but then we have to come and discuss. Prabhuji, I didn't understand this line. Can you please show me? Like that somebody said, Mataji, I am just finding difficult to understand this. We have to do that. That is what Prabhupada wanted from his books. So that is the real atonement. Any time you have problem, just go and sit with Prabhupada in his literature form.
प्रभु जी, वन मोर क्वेश्चन कि कभी कभी अपने को लगता है कि ये आदमी के साथ हमारा प्यूरिफिकेशन बहुत अच्छे से होने वाला है, तो कैसा रहता है कि थोड़ा सा कितना पास जाऊं, ऐसे लगता है. क्योंकि अगर सर्जरी करनी है, ज़्यादा पेनफुल होने वाला है तो एनेस्थीसिया देते हैं. एकदम भी वो बेरेबल है तो ठीक है कि कर सकते. कभी कभी हम ज़्यादा ही एंडेवर कर लेते हैं, तो अगर ज़्यादा ही पास चले जाएं, ज़्यादा ही प्यूरिफिकेशन हो जाए तो ऐसे लगता है कि फॉल डाउन हो सकता है. तो उसमें क्या करना है?
First of all, I want to ask you one clarification in your question, that you said you think that if I be with this devotee, purification ज़्यादा होता है, right? So, do you mean to say he is purifying you by appreciating you and encouraging you, or buying lot of chastisements? Lot of criticism, firing.
Let me make it very clear. My husband is also a devotee and he is just behind purifying me. Always
Finding faults. Finding faults.
Yes, always finding faults. So, मैं तो ऐसे सोच.
Welcome to the bandwagon.
So, I feel that sometimes it's very difficult to take that much purification. So, मैं डटी रहती हूँ. I try to tolerate. And then once one line I heard कि टफन ग्लास कैसे बनाते हैं, गरम ठंडा गरम ठंडा गरम ठंडा उसको डालते हैं. तो मुझे लगता है कि मैं ऐसे ही टफन होने वाली हूँ, लेकिन कभी कभी लगता है यार कभी तो अच्छे से तो मुझे लगता है, माय क्वेश्चन इज कि कितना प्यूरिफिकेशन अपने लिए सही है, गुड फॉर ग्रोथ, ये कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा?
But Krishna wants us to be purified, to serve Him. So we don't decide the quantum of our purification, right? The accused never determines or decides the quantum of the punishment, no? Right? So we are all here. You have to be actually thankful that at least you are good that you are accepting that as a purification process. Others will take it in a different way. Right? So when you see that it's a purification process, then just go. This is the same thing. Layers and layers are coming out. We want to be completely clear of all the material layers, no? Jareti asuya kosham nigirna manalo yatha. Devotional service is the only process by which our subtle body is also dissolved. But other karma, jnana and all, the subtle body doesn't get dissolved. But devotional service is the only process by which everything is dissolved except Atma. Right? So you are in a really good position to see that as a purification. So continue to see it as a purification only. As you are purifying, make him also purified. You also find fault. Tell him, you didn't do this, you didn't do that.
वो मुझसे नहीं होता है प्रभु जी.
नहीं होता है. I should see your Prabhu. I should actually tell him that you have got, you are really in Swargaloka. Normally it goes back and forth, both sides, it happens. Anyway, don't worry about these things. Actually, the fact that you are seeing it as a purification, so you are in the right path. So many of them don't see it that way. How can you do this? He is a bad person. Like that. They will not see us as a devotee at all, first of all. Right? So, when you see that it is a purification, means you are seeing as a Krishna's agent. Right? So, actually, Maharaj said one thing very nicely, that a magnet only can magnetize. Right? And make you a magnet. Correct? When the iron piece is next to the magnet, it magnetizes the iron, it makes it also into a magnet. Same way, only a chaste person can chastise and make you chaste. Right? Those who are chastising us are actually chaste. So we also have to become chaste. That way if we see that as a chastisement, as a becoming chaste, process of becoming chaste, then we will not take it.
This statement is very true for my husband.
Right? So that is nice. I should also follow his feet and ask him to chastise me also. Very nice, really. It's such a risk, because when they chastise you, they take our karmas, our whatever inconvenience we feel, they have to take that karma. When they chastise us, they have to be pure enough to ward that away. If they, after chastisements and criticisms, finding fault, still they are in devotional service, it means they are really in a good position. That is, gurus and all, when spiritual masters, when they chastise, fires us, they don't get the karma. They have their devotional service is fiery enough to stop that karma from affecting them. That is why in our movement also, many people who are kept on criticizing every day fall away. Right? That karma of getting it back, what is retaliation, that will affect us very badly. Because we are inconveniencing some living entity, we have disturbed their mind. Those who take it in the right way, they can take it. Those who cannot take it in the right way, they will be disturbed in their mind. Their flow of devotional service stops. By our criticism, fault finding, we are stopping their devotion, whatever little they were doing. You understand? So that karma will affect us. Got it? So some lesson for those who are chastising without developing that standard of devotion. Nice questions, Mataji. Stop here. Any other questions? We can always do it after the thing, anything else that we have. I have little time. I have to go also. But we can discuss some more. Jai Shri Shri Balaram Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Shri Balaram Poornima ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. So you will meditate on that line of the purport, huh? No. I still feel that something more is there.